So this week I'm doing just some customer experience, I guess, quickies, if you will. And I am always amazed at how much information I just get from the general things I do through the week and how many examples and just simple tips I pick up just from my interactions with different places. So to get personal on something that was going on with me this week. So I went to a daycare meeting, and the prices at our daycare are increasing 25 to 30%. Pretty hefty, huh? So a lot of upset, concerned parents, a lot of kids that have been there through their whole life of the daycare or of the kids. And so 4 or 5 years in, very committed to this place, and they're raising the price to balance their budget. So I mean, it's a justified price increase, but the concern of the parents was definitely there. So we're having this big discussion. We're all sitting in this circle and having a discussion with the board about these increases and our concerns. And one gentleman said, so what if we all get up and, what if we all remove our children and we leave? And the guy said, well, then we have to pay less staff, so it's going to balance out for us in the end. And some more conversation went on, and the guy went back and raised his hand, and he said, it really would have been nice for you to say you don't want to lose us, rather than just it'll balance out for our numbers if you don't come here. And he said this really, he goes, great customer experience for us, great customer service from you. And I was like, wow, that's so true and so applicable in our business with what we do. We serve direct cremation families where they are going to pay less, but we want to charge more. And so they may not be able to meet the bottom line of what we have to charge, and so they're going to go elsewhere. But it's our reaction to them that really defines us as funeral homes, us as people, and kind of how they're going to go about talking about us as a business and how they're going to maybe present their interactions with us to people that they come into contact with from that point forward, whether or not they use your funeral home. So I think when we meet with those families or even have those price discussions on the phone, we have to make sure that we are putting forth that presentation of the business, that you want to serve that family, but it may not be financially a good match between you and them. And so you can give them names of companies that maybe they could call to work with, and you want to find the best for them, and make sure you're putting a positive spin on it for them, because if you just say, I'm sorry, you can't afford this, you're going to have to go elsewhere, it really is going to make them feel like crap. And as we did the other day, as a lot of the parents did the other day, when we were told, oh, well, it's just how it plays out. So instead of maybe having that negative attitude about serving those families, put a positive spin on directing them to the best place for them, not just, oh, they're not a good family for us. You've got to try and find that positive spin on it for them. So that way they still see you in a good light. They still are going to maybe recommend you to somebody else in the community that is looking for the full service or looking for direct cremation, and that price fits for them. Because we are not meant to serve every family. We're not meant to care for every person just because they've died. We may not be a good fit personality-wise, or a good fit culturally, or for whatever reason. So we have to make sure, though, that we are tending to those who have lost somebody by sometimes just helping point them in the right direction, because they don't know who else to call. They called you in the beginning for a reason, and whether it was just your business starts with an A and you're the first one in the phone book, or because somebody recommended you somewhere, you've got to make sure you're giving a good positive review for what you are doing, even if it's not much. So remember that when you're working with families, make sure to present yourself in the best way you can, so that even that brief little interaction someone may have with you on a pricing call or rejected arrangement, I guess is what you could call it, make sure that they are having a good customer experience regardless of the length of time they're interacting with you. So that's your tip for the day. Talk to you guys soon.